Hey everybody, welcome. This reading is going to be for Gemini. So if you're dealing with a Gemini or you are a Gemini, welcome. Okay, Gemini, so we are back with our month ahead reading. So this will be for the month of May. It will be a 9-card spread just like last time. If you didn't check out the month ahead reading for April, go ahead and check it out. But we'll see what's in store in May for you guys. Okay, so what is Gemini's current energy? What is Gemini's current energy, please? King of Wands reversed. Okay, Gemini. So it looks like you may be feeling like you're not confident about something. There's something here that is overwhelming you, that makes you feel insecure at the moment. It's like you don't feel sure of yourself right now with this King of Wands in reverse. You may feel a little impatient right now. You may be angry. Maybe there's people around you that just ask you harmless questions, and you may be in this energy of lashing out right now. It does feel like you have a lot on your plate right now. It could have to do with some type of progress here with this 8 of Wands. But for some reason, you may be feeling very hot-headed right now. Maybe you don't know what you're up against or who you're up against. But there is an energy of lacking some type of self-confidence at this time. It's like you consider yourself to be a leader most of the time, but right now it's like you don't necessarily know how to take the lead in whatever situation you find yourself in. And it's easy for you to get angry because you don't necessarily feel confident about what it is you're doing or whatever the case may be. So let's get more clarification. Tell me about this King of Wands in reverse. Why is Gemini feeling like this? Thank you. Okay, so we got the Lovers, the 9 of Swords, the Chariot, and the Queen of Pentacles. So you may be focused on something here. It could depend on your stability with this Queen of Pentacles, and it looks like you're moving towards success when it comes to this. But I feel like you're stressing out because you feel things keep getting in the way with the Lovers and the 9 of Swords here. I feel like maybe you feel like you can't rely on certain people. So right now you feel like if you want to do it right, you got to do it yourself, right? Which is usually what we tend to do when we don't believe in others. But it looks like right now this journey is solo for you. But for some reason, something keeps meddling in that makes you feel insecure about what you're getting yourself into. Or you just may feel angry because you can't seem to catch a break when it comes to this. But it's clear to you that if you want something done right, you got to do it yourself, and that could make you a little angry because you want to be able to depend on others, but you see that in these types of cases where maybe your focus is your stability, but not everyone around you is going to see it that way. They're not going to be as invested as you are. Okay, so what is the personal theme for Gemini in the month of May, please? What is Gemini's personal theme for the month of May? 5 of Pentacles. Okay. So it looks like for the month of May, it looks like you may be in your head a lot when it comes to what you're investing your time and effort into. You're really in your head about this. It's something that you really want, something that could potentially make you happy. But for some reason, you want to walk away. And I feel like it's because of this overwhelming feeling I can feel. There's like a worry of being abandoned. There's a worry of feeling left out here. And I feel it's because you feel like you can't rely on anybody. And I think this is your common theme for the month of May, because it does seem like maybe you bring something to people's attention, like, hey, I need help with this, or can you help me with that? And they seem to like turn a blind eye, give you the cold shoulder. And it seems like in the month of May, you're gonna be in this energy of like, all right, I just gotta do it myself. I do feel a very independent energy coming from you right now, because you feel like you can't rely on anybody. Okay, so let's see, what will Gemini accomplish in the month of May? Queen of Swords reversed. What you may accomplish here, Gemini, is seeing the fact that you can't always rely on other people. With this Three of Swords here, it feels like you may have been hurt by others recently, or in your life, to where you already know that you can't depend on anyone but yourself. Which is why you may keep quiet or keep your distance here, because you know by yourself you could overcome anything. Whatever you put your mind to, that's what you go for here. And I feel like what you'll accomplish in the month of May is you putting in all that self-sacrifice that you've done. It's like you're gonna see that it's for a reason. Like it brought you to where you are now. And although Gemini, I do feel you, like I said, with a very independent energy. I feel like in May it's finally gonna set in to where you're gonna see that your effort is what matters. You don't necessarily need other energies to help you manifest what you need to manifest, right? We do have the Queen of Swords here. The Queen of Swords is someone that has been through it, done it all, suffered even to get to where they are, which is why this person is kind of like guarded, sets boundaries for themselves. And I feel like that's you. You're accomplishing how to put up these boundaries. Maybe you're also someone, Gemini, who easily is willing to help people. Like if you have someone around you that's like, hey Gemini, I need your help, you drop anything and everything to help this person or these people. But I think now in the month of May, you're establishing boundaries. You're starting to see what to invest your time in, what not to invest your time in. But you're not letting people take advantage of you, is what I'm feeling. Tell me more about this Queen of Swords, please. Thank you for the messages so far. 10 of Cups. Yeah, and it looks like because you've been able to establish your boundaries, what you will accomplish in the month of May, the people around you are going to be very happy for you. It's like with the boundaries you're putting up, you're only going to manifest people that care for you, people that want to focus on you, and people that really believe in you, that see your creative side, that see your confidence and your willingness to be stable, solid, grounded. So you'll accomplish definitely setting boundaries here, and you seeing the connections you manifest because you've decided to put up these boundaries. Okay, so what should you avoid? What should you avoid in the month of May? Thank you. The Sun. So avoid getting in your head when things get hard. Try to avoid already looking at an outcome here, because I feel like things are clear to you. Things are transparent for you here. Transparent. Like, it's obvious that you're doing good. Whatever it is that you're getting yourself into, Gemini, you're doing the best that you can, and it is resulting in this energy of the Sun. So whatever this is, it's making you happy. So why are you so down in the dumps about the outcome. Try to avoid seeing an outcome when you're not even there yet. Just go with the flow, ride the wave. Don't feel like you have to get everything done at one time. I don't know why that sticks out to me, but don't overwhelm yourself. It's like, prepare a schedule, set some times on when to do what you have to do, but have communication. Have communication. Make sure that you get your point across. Make sure that you're not dwelling on the results of things. Don't put your mind in a place where you're just like, all right, so what if it doesn't turn out the way I wanted to? And no, it is going to be fine. And it does look like you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, and you're heading into a path that, does seem risky, but you're going to overcome it. You're going to overcome it, and it's going to give you this wish fulfillment, emotional fulfillment that you're looking for. So try to avoid getting in your head too much. See things for what they are, and try not to think so much about the outcome of things, okay? Okay, what should you embrace in the month of May? What should you embrace? Thank you for the messages so far. We got the 10 of Wands. So embrace the fact that you manage your responsibilities pretty well. It's like when you're put to the test about something, or you're up for like a challenge, you overcome it. You overcome it, Gemini. And I feel like with the 10 of Wands in reverse here, I feel like you've been through it. You've gone through a lot more than you could handle, and I don't think you ever thought you would. And although these experiences have taken a toll on you, it's like you don't give up. And you should really embrace that. You look at the bright side of things. You try not to get in your head too much. I mean, yeah, right now it looks like for the month of May, it looks like you're really going to be in your head about a specific outcome. But other than that, it doesn't really scare you. It doesn't really scare you that you're getting yourself into this. It's like, yeah, sure, the results may vary, but you're all in here. And I think you should embrace the fact that although you do get in your head, it's like you don't let that affect your actions. And I think that's pretty awesome. Okay, what obstacle will Gemini face in the month of May? What obstacle will Gemini face in the month of May, please? The Emperor. Let's see, let's get some more information here. Okay, so tell me about the Emperor, please. Okay, guess that's all I'm getting. Okay, so we got the Chariot and the Page of Swords reversed. So an obstacle here that I do see is that you're gonna be too focused here. Whatever it is you're doing, you're really focused, right? Which is not a bad thing, but your obstacle will be that you're too focused to the point where like all you're worried about is your success. You may keep your distance from people. You may decide to keep your distance in order to focus on your success, but I see that as an obstacle because you should be able to give yourself a break. Try not to overwork yourself, Gemini, to the point where like you're not happy. Make sure that you learn how to balance your time here. I think I said that earlier in the reading, something about balancing time here, managing your time. Try not to overwhelm yourself to the point where it like makes you upset that you're doing what you're doing. You know, you don't want to lose that spark you have with your motivation here. So I would say an obstacle here would be just you getting too serious, getting too involved in whatever it is that you're doing that you don't allow yourself to take a break. Four of Swords here, take a break. Make sure you allow yourself to take a break, Gemini. Don't overwhelm yourself with work, okay? It's all gonna work out. It's all gonna work out. But you know, you need to take a breather as well. And with this Page of Swords in reverse here, I feel like someone may be watching you succeed. That'll be for some of you. Okay. And where can Gemini find support in the month of May? Where can Gemini find support in the month of May? Ace of Cups. Ooh. So some of you may find love if you're interested. There is a potential love interest here that you may consider investing in with the Seven of Pentacles. But with the support here, I think anyone that shows you any type of affection is someone who is willing to be there for you. So there's someone around you, Gemini, that really cares for you, really respects you, and sees you in this divine masculine energy. It doesn't have to be a male, it could be divine feminine as well. There's no gender here. But this person really cares for you. It's like they may sometimes tell you things like that sound mean, but it's all because they're trying to be there for you. This person here just wants the best for you. For some of you, it may be a father figure that lets you know, or some type of figure that you look up to that is just not going to allow you to sit around and fail. This person is really going to care for you, and they're going to try to get you into this mindset of like, yeah, Gemini, everything is fine. Just go with the flow. Like, you work too much. And they may even sound angry at you. Like, it's like, why, Gemini, why are you working so much? And you're just like, it's because I want this to work out. It will work out. But if you don't take care of yourself, if you don't provide yourself with that self-care, then you can forget that this will work out. Sorry if that sounds a little mean, but you have to find the balance here. You know, good things take time. Good things take time. Remember that. Okay, and what actions should you take in the month of May? What action should you take in the month of May, please? Thank you for the messages so far. What actions? Thank you. High Priestess. Let's see. Tell me about the High Priestess. Thank you. Okay, so trust your intuition. I feel like that's what you have to do. Your action for the month of May is trust your intuition, trust your gut, trust when things get overwhelming. Like if you get to the point, Gemini, where that you get pissed off, that means you need a break. If you get to the point where you have like writer's block, for those of you that write, take a break. Usually when you can't like get an idea of something, usually when you can't build something or bring something together here, it's because you need a break. And you know, once you take like that 10-minute break, everything's like, oh, all right, I can think clearly now. Don't get yourself into this place of feeling overwhelmed, and I know your gut is gonna tell you that. Your gut is gonna lead you to what you need to work on, to what you need to focus on, and it's gonna tell you, hey, Gemini, calm down. Everything's gonna work out, just calm down here. And I do see you doing this. I feel like although you do have a focus here of getting something done, you're also gonna find yourself in an understanding type of energy. I feel with this Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you're gonna be stuck here working, right? Like giving in all this self-sacrifice. But again, you can't be dwelling on the outcome here. And I think maybe even your gut right now is telling you like, hey Gemini, it's all right. Like, don't worry about it too much. So what action should you take? Trust your gut. Trust your gut. All right. Any advice? Any advice for Gemini, please? And the month of May. Any advice? Thank you. Go with the flow. Go with the flow for sure. Okay, with this Page of Cups here, I want to say that don't get too serious with that Emperor card here, okay? Don't get too serious about what you're doing. If it feels right to you, if you feel it down to your bones, to your gut, whatever, it's going to be meant to be. And I think that's the perspective here you're having a hard time seeing. So I would say your advice for you, Gemini, is to ask for help when you need it. Don't overwhelm yourself here. There's people around you that do care for you. And if someone tells you something in like a tone that you don't like, it's not because they want you to fail, it's because they want you to succeed. And I feel like you may even be told, like, hey Gemini, you're doing a great job. Like, keep doing what you're doing. And it's gonna make you feel like, wow, I guess what I'm doing really is important, or it really does matter. And I feel like that's also gonna fuel you here. Let's see, what else do we got for the Page of Cups, please? Okay, Judgment in reverse, Ace of Cups, and the Star reversed. So make sure you don't feel embarrassed about anything that you're doing here, okay? Don't try to cheat yourself from something that belongs to you. Just because something fails in the beginning doesn't mean it's always gonna be like that, you know? We all fail at some point. We all do things that we're like, oh, I should have done it differently, you know? But you can. Just give it another chance. Give it another go. Don't, just because you fail doesn't mean you should stop. And I feel like you should keep going. If this is something that you really enjoy, you really love, you really care about. For those of you who are looking for something romantic, you can definitely have that. But just make sure that you've learned your lessons, that you understand that what you go through is for a reason, and everything will fall into place. But don't get pessimistic when things go wrong. Don't get into this headspace of you thinking that you're not capable, basically. You are capable. Don't be embarrassed to put yourself out there. Don't think that just because one thing goes wrong that it's not for you. No. That's the ultimate test. You just gotta keep going. You gotta pull yourself through, and I'm sure you're gonna get to where you want to be. Alright. Any last messages for Gemini, please? Any last messages for Gemini, please? Let's see what else we got for the month of May. So we got not today, boundaries and hurt, avoiding conversation, not dealing, still upset. Remember, don't feel upset just because something doesn't go right away, okay? And make sure you do establish these boundaries here. With the more boundaries you establish for your well-being, the more you'll be respected and, you know, not to be messed with. The Runner, fear of intimacy, running away, intensity and letting go, turmoil and fleeting. I do feel like an energy of you wanting to abandon something. Don't abandon it just because it doesn't give you the results you want right away, okay? Could be in love, could be in business, but don't be afraid of failure. Do not be afraid of failure. Ship, cutting ties, moving on, receiving what you need, progression and arriving. Progress and arriving really stick out to me because I feel like for those of you Geminis that resonate with this message, I feel like hearing this may provide some type of clarity for you to where you understand not what you have to do, because you shouldn't let tarot control your life, but it'll provide you some type of guidance here for you to still decide to head in this direction here. And karmic relationship, resentments and triggers, perception, intensity and letting go, turmoil and fleeting. So some of you may be dealing with a karmic situation here, and if you are, try not to overwhelm yourself again. Don't feel responsible for another specific person. They're their own person. Don't be a parent to this person. Someone needs to hear that. That just came out. But if you're dealing with a karmic relationship, make sure you look at things for what they are. See things clearly with the sun here. And don't worry too much about the outcome, okay? Just do the best you can. Do what you gotta do. But as I said before, establish boundaries. Okay, any more messages? We got mature woman, wise, older, influential woman, a mother figure, good advisor, boss, mentor, teacher, ex, other woman, but in reverse. I feel like this card gives me like the Emperor vibes over here. I just feel like you shouldn't be too serious in whatever it is that you're doing. I feel like if you start to enjoy it more, that's when the results will start coming in for you. And then divine support, yep. Guidance, angelic signs, higher self, synchronicities, deeper purpose, soul calling, dream messages, and miracles. So some of you may be dreaming of this thing you want to manifest here. But it looks like in the month of May, that is your time to really get things going for you in this thing that you want to pursue. And I think, yeah, end of May is your time, right, Gemini? Okay, and let's see, let's get a mindful message for you for the month of May. A mindful message for Gemini in the month of May, please. Thank you. It's not personal. People's reactions or opinions of me are really not about me at all. People tend to project their own insecurities or fears onto one another. So when someone speaks unkindly to me, I'll remember they have something going on that has nothing to do with me. Wow, that was beautiful. That really resonates with the boundaries here. So make sure you don't let people get in your head with anything that you're doing, whatever project you got going on here. If people don't like it, so be it. But there is an audience for you out there that really cares for you and respects you. So you just gotta keep going here. Remember, it's not personal. Okay, Gemini, so this is what I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me here, and I hope you were able to obtain some advice. And I'll see you guys again soon. Take care.